Hello everybody. So I want to take a minute to talk to you about the executive orders that Obama passed down about gun control the other day. Now I had made a 12-minute video when I'm sitting down on my computer. I go through all of the executive orders, explain what each one does or doesn't do, which most of them don't do anything. Got it all edited, and then as I'm looking through my Facebook feed and Google Plus feed, I realized that nobody's actually interested in the facts about it. They just want to spin off, you're going to have to register, and they're coming for your guns, and they're going to be knocking down your door, and nobody's actually interested in the facts behind Obama's gun control executive orders. So instead of it being a big long video, I'm going to make this very short, very sweet, and it consists of this. The only thing that you really have to worry about, the only thing that really changes with these executive orders is the NFA trust part of it. That instead of the chief law enforcement officer being able to sign off or not sign off on your gun trust, now it requires a background check and fingerprint and things of that nature. Now I'll be honest with you, I've looked at gun Facebook sites and things on Google Plus and other social media, and people are actually 50-50 on it. Because at one point in time, the chief law enforcement officers could, at a whim, not sign off on gun trusts. And now, as long as you pass a background check, it doesn't matter if the chief law enforcement officer likes it or not, it gets signed off on. Now I understand infringement with background checks and all that other stuff, but I'm just telling you how it is. Now everything else is either already law, requires a new law, or requires a law to be changed. So these are things that executive orders can't do. Now one of the biggest things about these executive orders is the spending. The hundreds of millions of dollars that he's going to allocate for more ATF agents, more FBI agents, more technology, more research. When I say research, there's a part in the executive orders about like smart gun technology, doing more research into that. But that's the biggest thing that's going to change with these executive orders, is the massive amount of spending that he's planning on allocating towards these government agencies. Now it's important to note that none of the stuff in these executive orders, just like most gun laws, keeps criminals from acquiring firearms. They're criminals because they don't follow the law. And all of these things would be legally bounding if they ever passed or if new laws were ever written. And criminals don't follow those laws. Now if something ever does happen with these, and somehow or another new laws, Congress does pass new laws when it comes to these executive orders and things that Obama recommends happens, the one thing that will happen is that it will make it harder for law-abiding citizens to acquire firearms. The same law-abiding citizens that on an average around 2 million times per year uses a firearm of any kind, of all types, to save their own life in self-defense. Now if Congress actually goes through and approves laws or makes laws that back up the recommendations of Barack Obama, then that will be the biggest thing that happens. It will make it harder for you and I, and more expensive for you and I, to buy a firearm to protect ourselves. Now I'm going to put some links down below in the description of the video, one of them outlining the executive orders in pretty good detail, and the other one talking about how the NFA trust is changing. Other than that, thanks for listening.